Thank you. We now move to item 1A, Member Bredefeld and staff.
Good morning. Jerry Schubert, Department of Public Utilities. What questions can I answer for you, sir?
First of all, thank you for last week. I had mentioned I appreciate what you did.
Absolutely. Thank you for thank you.
I certainly support what we're trying to do here in terms of setting up this kind of program where people can drop off things. And I think it's a great thing. I think it's obviously going to be heavily utilized. My issue is about the need for a consultant to determine this. I mean, as I read the report, you've already outlined some of the things that are do's and don'ts in terms of what they could drop off. I'm wondering if city staff can't determine the site where that would go. So those are the issues. The other thing is a PR campaign, a public relations campaign. I don't know that we need a consultant to do that. I mean, I think part of my concern, and there's no criticism for you personally, I just sometimes feel like we as a city have gotten so used to relying on consultants. And, you know, this council turned down a consulting contract, you know, several months ago where it was, for me and several others, it was obvious that we had input regarding parks and whether people what they wanted in their parks, and it was kind of an obvious thing. And this almost feels a little bit the same way. Again, that's why I'm very sensitive. I don't want it to appear like I'm being critical of you. I just feel like this is something that clearly people are going to want. We've already outlined the do's and don'ts of what they can drop off at this site. The question seems to me where the site might be, and so that's the concern I have.
Yeah, having some history with the Solid Waste Division, I can tell you that in the past, when we haven't engaged this kind of process, we have had problems moving things into areas where they probably could have gone, but it's the delivery. And having someone who can do the outreach and actually have the discussions with the public to kind of encompass some support for those things helps us greatly. So I understand that the cost for a consultant can be a question, but I think in this case, it's well worth it.
Let me add, over the last year or so, we've also been criticized for not doing enough outreach, that we didn't reach out to this person or this group or these people, and these people didn't know, and now we're asking council to make a decision, and who'd you talk to and why didn't you talk to them? So the effort to expand that community engagement is what is driving a lot of this, as far as hiring consultants to make sure that we touch the correct people, we use the right media platform, we touch all the various stakeholders, because in the past we've been criticized for not doing that.
And if I could add, I would also add that environmental law being what it is always better to have someone who is an expert in that field to give us the absolute, this is a great place to put it, the community engaged and accepts it, and then we can move forward with an actual contract.
Here's a great quote for that Fresno B. That outreach is overrated. So why don't we just form a little 10-member group within the city of Fresno that always runs around for the outreach to the same 100 people and holds meetings with that same 100 people on all of these issues? Screw it. I'm going to vote no.
I'd like to nominate you for that committee, Member Brandow.
Are you sure you feel that way? Well, the screen is clear. At this time, the chair will entertain a motion to approve this item. Motion by Member Bain.
Second.
A second by Member Capriolio. Let's go ahead and vote electronically. Item fails. 3 yes, 3 no.